Behind me is playing some gameplay footage that was provided by Fox Next. So this is developer beta footage, subject to change, part of the Fox Next Envoy program. I'm not an employee of Fox. And so it is what it is. Now, this is Fantastic Four plus Namor without the legendary character, Invisible Woman, Sue Storm. So, no details as of right now on how she's going to be unlocked. And I have heard several theories on, that's really cool right there. Isn't that cool? On how she's going to be unlocked. And I just want to say, if it's something weird like human, mystic, dog, female, bald controllers, I wouldn't be surprised if it was 6-star unlock. Now, I do not think it's going to be Sinister Six because Sinister Six has the Spider-Verse tag, and I don't think they would have one team, the Sinister Six, which has both the Spider-Verse and the Sinister Six tag to unlock 2 legendary characters. Because right now, Spider-Verse unlocks Shuri. I don't think Sinister Six would be required to unlock Invisible Woman. If that was the case, then you would have one team that could unlock 2 legendary characters. But if they did that, boy, that only a couple people have the Sinister Six ready to go. That's going to be a whaliest whale of people that spent money on it. And then that I could see being 5 stars. But like how they did the Phoenix event, which was villain mystic controllers, and it was like 5 random people, which was Naboo. Still trash in my opinion. He needs a rework. Hand Assassin also trash. Needs a rework because they said that. If they were going to require trash characters for a legendary event, they would make them usable. So hopefully they will do that soon. Before we get into the kits, we know from last week the passive ability for Invisible Woman, because that's kind of important. It says passive, when an enemy attacks a Fantastic Four ally with barrier, attack that enemy for 250% damage, gain 20% max health. Fantastic Four and Namor allies gain 20% max health. Now, so she's going to have some sort of barrier mechanic like rescue. And the other thing that they said before we get into the individual stats and for all the characters for Namor and so on, all of them but Invisible Woman, they said that this is going to be a good team in most game modes, especially Alliance Wars. They said it's not going to outperform Phoenix and Brotherhood in the arena. So I'm looking at the kit that seems true, except for raids. I don't understand how they're going to have sustain and heal. So what's missing from the kits today is some sort of sustain heal mechanic. So that's what I'm expecting that Invisible Woman will have, because the kits do not have any kind of sustain or heal. Now, let's go into the roster screen right here, and we'll look at the individual stats. Now, I'm not going to get into this too detailed. What I noticed is, like, Namor is relatively tanky, boy, 90,000 health and 113 speed, fine. The Thing, wow, health high, speed really slow, but he has a counterattack mechanic. I don't see a way of him taunting, so this also kind of confusing. I want to figure out why would you want to target this guy? You can save him from last. He's always going to be counterattacking. I want to see, there's so much stuff missing from this kit. Human Torch, wow, squishy. Look at that, 48,000 health. That is not high, 127,000 speed. And all of these are 6-star, 6664 with 1 red star. And then Mr. Fantastic has a high amount of health and very good speed as well. So let's get into the individual kits, and we'll throw some raid footage here in the background and just let it do it. And they're running it with Spider-Man, which is kind of interesting. All right, so Human Torch. Let's pull this up right here. Basic attack, target for 210% damage, apply bleed for 2 turns. His kit's actually really interesting. I like it a lot. He's going to be kind of like fueling the offense up for the team and the damage. Gain 2 offense up to a maximum of 5. Apply 1 offense up to a maximum of 3 to all of the other team, basically Fantastic Four and Namor. Attack primary target for 350% damage. His ultimate, attack for 400% damage. Apply offense down, so it kind of reminds me of like Quake. But here is the big deal. This attack is unavoidable and cannot be countered. Huge, big deal. Now, this is interesting. On turn, flip 2 negative effects to positive effects. So he's going to flip any kind of negative effects to himself. Gain 30% damage. Fantastic Four Namor, let's gain 30% damage. So that's like a miniature leadership ability. And then he has a 10,000% resistance against bleed. And I don't understand why like characters like Ultron and Vision or any kind of robot doesn't have this already built into themselves. Now, the thing that is kind of strange on this to me, which I don't understand, and we have to see what the order of operations, but if we look at Deadpool basically can get rid of negative status effects off of himself, but he still can be stunned, and it has to do with the order of the operations. So I'm curious if the stun will do. On turn, flip 2 negative effects. If he's stunned, does he still miss his turn? But if it works like how Deadpool does, he's still going to be stunnable. Stunnable? Yes, that's the right way to say it. The Thing. Now, this guy has high health and really slow, but I don't see a way of him taunting, so I don't know how effective he's going to be, because you can logically probably just ignore this guy. Basic attack, primary target for 350% damage. Attack, primary target for 280% damage on his special. Bonus attack 2 times for 220% damage. And then attack primary target for 550% damage. That's huge. And this is what he's going to be doing. When attack the enemy for 150% damage, gain 20% armor. Fantastic Four Namor allies gain 20% armor. I just don't know why you would just ignore this guy. If he doesn't have a taunt, yes, he's always going to be countering that, which is fine. I do like that. It's clobbering time. You can see right there, he just attacked the Hulk back. But unless he has a way of taunting, I'm just going to ignore him. I'm not going to do anything with him. I'm just going to leave him alone altogether. 86 speed is deathly slow. All right, Mr. Fantastic. Attack primary target for 230% damage. Chain the 3 adjacent targets for 190% damage. Counterattack breaks this chain. And that's on a basic. That can be useful, getting a deflect and things like that. Special. Attack primary target for 400% damage. Apply stun. That's not bad. Ultimate, clear defense up from primary target, and this is going to have huge amounts of extra focus. 100,000% extra focus. Ooh, it means you should be able to bypass Juggernaut and Thanos and so on like that. Primary target for 450% damage. His passive, gain resistance, which is kind of like tenacity. Ability to resist negative effects. Fantastic Four Namor allies gain 20% resistance. Gain focus, which is the ability to put down negative status effects, or like potency, if you will. Namor allies gain 20% focus on self and each Fantastic Four allies turn. 100% chance to apply assist now to self, Namor, or random Fantastic Four ally. If assist now is applied, clear blind in that target. So I wonder if blind is also going to be a invisible woman target. You know, she's invisible, so blind kind of makes sense that they would have blind in some way. They can't see her. On turn, choose 3 random enemies. If they have a positive effect, remove 1. Fantastic. Now, Namor looks quite good. I got to just say, he looks fast, he looks tanky, and his kit looks quite good on his own. He might, in my opinion, be good on other teams. We'll have to see. Oh boy, the game is just beautiful. I can't wait to see this in 60 frames per second. Link to 60 frames per second. BlueStacks is in the description. And also, be sure to subscribe so this can be your one-stop shop for all things news, because news for this game comes from everywhere. It comes from people like me, Fox Next, Envoy people. It comes from the data mine. Comes from Reddit. Comes from Discords. Comes from their blog posts. I mean, news for this game is just scattered everywhere. And if you want to stay up to date in one location, this is your place to do it. So be sure to subscribe. Namor. I actually really like Namor. This guy looks amazing. Attack primary target for 210% damage, 50% piercing. Attack primary target for 350 damage. Attack adjacent target. So this is a big amount of large amount of damage. On target block. Woo! Bonus attack 2 times. Wow. Well, Captain America's got high block. A lot of characters have high block. That seems very good. Now his ultimate. Check this ability right here. This just seems so good. Attack all enemies for 300% damage on war offense. This attack always crits. Clear all positive effects for each target. Change speed bar of all targets by 50%. This attack is unavoidable and cannot be countered. This is like nuts. That's a crazy ability right there. That is crazy. Gain 20% offense. Gain 30% on war offense on spawn play. Offense up for 2 tunes. All Fantastic Four allies and self. And so that's going to be crazy on offense. On spawn apply, deflect for 2 turns are all fantastic for allies or self. Gain additional 30% damage, and Fantastic Four gains 30% damage. So, of course, they're all going to have to work together. So I'm hoping that this will be a strong defensive team in war. We've already got a really strong offensive team in war. That would be Power Armor. And it seems like each team has like some sort of specialty. Now, I want to give a caveat right here. It's like, one, this is just developer footage. We don't know anything about Invisible Woman. We haven't been able to play this. And if we look at Shuri and the whole Wakandans, I still don't think they're that great in raids, considering how many T4s you have to put to them compared to Minerva team, with the Ultron or something else like Guardians, right? So it's like, wow, it's like Wakandans are not even living up to their name, and when they've been out. Is this going to be good? I don't know. Is it going to be amazing? I don't know. How are we going to get Invisible Woman? I don't know. A lot of uncertainty on this. Now, that being said, they do look really solid, and I think that they're going to be good in Blitz, of course. I think they're going to be good in Alliance Wars. I mean, they're saying they're going to be the best in Alliance Wars. We'll see. I'm curious if it's going to be good on offense or defense. I think we have a lot of really good offensive teams. Phoenix, Brotherhood, Power Armor, fine. I mean, not a lot. As far as defense, we've got a Minerva team and we've got an Ultron team. That's about it. Not a lot of things hold on defense. Defenders? Nah, not really. So if this was a amazing defense war team, I could get behind it. But for my roster right now, I really don't need another offensive war team. What I really need is a defensive war team, like that's something in addition to my Ultron and my Guardian Minerva team. That's what I need right now. So let me know what you think in the comment section. Are you excited about this? I am kind of excited, but it's just a tease. I want to know more. Are we gonna, how does she unlock? What is her kit, right? We're gonna see. It's gonna have barrier. We know that. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Keep on gaming.